Ladies and gentlemen, I've been blessed enough to have gotten this Capdevila card on a 7-game loan. And what I did tonight is I went into some FUT Champs games and I used them for 6 full games. Well, I say full games, we did get a few rage quits. But roughly, I was like an hour and a half, 2 hours, I tried out this Capdevila card on stream. And he was actually a card that I wanted to buy last week because he fits perfectly into my team. Obviously, Mendy is my current left back. And I've been using this Capdevila and I've already played the games. I know how he is. And I don't want to spoil too much, but I'll just leave it at I was very impressed with him. Now, the reason this card really got my attention was he's got a skill moves upgrade from his normal hero card. Not only has he gotten a +2, I think he's got 6 more pace, 2 more defending, I think a couple more physical as well, but most importantly, that skill move upgrade is so important. He is 6 foot tall, high medium, he's a left footer, as I said, 4-star skill moves, very fast with 90 pace, some respectable shooting for a left back, his passing is very good, his dribbling is nothing crazy, but agility and balance definitely does make him feel a little bit clunky, his defensive stats are amazing and his physical stats are very good as well. Now I used a shadow on him for all 6 of the games, and what I can tell you guys is he was absolutely exceptional with a shadow on. If we go ahead and have a look at this card with a shadow or an anchor, now as you can see, an anchor makes him lengthy. But we all know with the recent patch, what they have done is they've made controlled and explosive a lot better. And I'm not going to lie, you can choose between a shadow with 98 pace or an anchor with 94 pace and a physical boost as well. Now, I used, as I said, a shadow for all of the 6 games and he was absolutely rapid. There's a few clips of him just running through everyone. He was very fast. Therefore, I do think whether you go for a shadow, whether you want an anchor, it is completely up to you. Now, if you're not sure on how lengthy works, basically lengthy, you start off running slower, but over a period of time, you will speed up, and catch a player out. So it all depends on how you want to play with this card. If you want to use him for long periods of running through the whole pitch, 2/3 of the pitch if you will, then you could debate lengthy, but I think for me, he was very fast with a shadow anyway. So shadow or anchor, either or. Now across those 6 games, I have chosen 5, 6, maybe 7 clips that really showcased the worth of this card. Let's go here, let's have a look. Is he worth 280,000 coins? Let's get into the review. Right, so the first thing that I noticed when using this card, once again with the shadow, he is controlled with 98 pace, and the first thing I noticed was he was absolutely rapid, but he also had a relatively big body build. He is 6 foot tall, so he's relatively tall, especially for a fullback, but he's got 75 agility, 76 balance, and I feel like his body type is quite chunky, if you will. So not only does he feel really fast, but he is also a relatively big build. So when it comes to defending, when it comes to strength, you can win it back quite often. And as you can see here, look at that ball control. The ball control, the dribbling with him felt so nice. And if you guys are aware of R1 dribbling, so you dribble and you press the right bumper if you're on Xbox, or R1 if you are on PlayStation, then you know how effective it is. And the R1 dribbling with Capdevila felt so well. He's got 91 reactions and 86 ball control, which in my opinion definitely made up for the 75 agility and 76 balance. There's definitely a few clips or a few times where I did notice he was a little bit heavy on the turn, so I'm not going to sit here and pretend his 75 agility and 76 balance does not exist, but when it comes for his actual ball at the feet dribbling, great reactions, great ball control, it's absolutely phenomenal, very controlled. You've got lots of control over the ball, it feels like. Defensively, he was very solid, he did what he had to do. Once again, I already said he's absolutely rapid. I think the high medium work rates, the high attacking work rates is absolutely beautiful as well. As for the physical stats, 88 stamina, more than enough, 81 strength with 78 aggression as well is definitely not awful. Now, it is up to you if you want to go for a shadow or an anchor. If you go for an anchor, remember it makes him lengthy, which means he'll start off slower, but he'll get faster and faster. An anchor will put him up to 94 pace, it will give him a defensive boost, but it will also give him a physical boost. Now, the reason I opt for the shadow over the anchor is because Obviously, it's going to make him, 4 more pace for Shadow offers over the Anchor. With an Anchor, he's 94 pace. With a Shadow, he's 98 pace. Obviously, it is controlled versus lengthy, and I think controlled was perfectly fine. You guys saw in those clips how he was running past everybody, leaving them for dead. He was absolutely rapid, so I've got no complaints over the pace with a Shadow. His defensive stats we maxed up as well, but one thing you could debate is if you went for an Anchor for the strength boost, is that a bad idea? Personally, the reason I do not think that's really necessary is, as I mentioned, he's got a big body type, which makes him feel stronger going into tackles than he really is. So the 81 strength and 78 aggression definitely felt like a lot more, simply because of his body type. He played 6 games for me, picking up an assist, and throughout those 6 games, he had an average match rating of 7.2, which is definitely not bad whatsoever. He can play as a left back with an alternative position of a left wing back, and highlighted in green, we have gone for the pros. We've gone for his work rates, his 4-star skill moves, short passing, pace, reactions, composure, interceptions, stand tackle, and stamina. And as for cons, I genuinely couldn't find one. You could debate 75 agility, he felt a little bit heavy, but it was not noticeable enough, and as I said, he's got other dribbling stats that definitely compensate for that a little bit. For the overall verdict, I've put worth it, and I've given him a tick. I've said yes, I think this card is great value, and 100% the best left back in La Liga ahead of Mendy. He feels great on the ball for his body size and is very rapid. I've gone ahead and I've given him a 9.75 out of 10, and I think if he drops below 250,000 coins, that's when I recommend picking him up. He's only been in packs a day or two, so he's still quite expensive. I know we've got an 89 max overall hero pack coming soon, and this card will be available to pack. Therefore, people will be getting more of him. Maybe if they packed him and they had him already, they'll sell him off. Therefore, more supply, and he might drop a little bit more. He could easily be below 200,000 coins at the end of the week. And if he does drop below 200,000 or even 230,000, I'll definitely pull the trigger and pick him up. I know I'll personally be doing that for my team. If you guys did enjoy, it's been your boy Davis, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, lads.